The following broadcast is brought to you by Public House Media.
Hello! Welcome to Choose to Rise, housed here on Public House Media. I'm so glad that you're here to give a listen. My podcasts are audio pulled from my live Facebook posts every single morning, where I share other healthy living tips, motivational information, and connect with people from all over to live their life as their very best self. If you like these messages, I hope you tell a friend about Public House Media and my podcast so we can spread more positivity around the world. Thanks for listening. On with the show. Hello, good morning. My name is Meyer. I'm the founder of Choose to Rise and the team Rise and Fit. I want to welcome you here to my live podcast. I'm so glad that you've hit play and that you're listening along. And if you're here on a podcast version, awesome. Thank you for pushing play there as well. I hope you subscribe so that you continue to get messages like this. And also that you follow along, hit a like on Public House Media so that you can continue to find other amazing podcasts to fill your life with positivity and great information. So I feel so very blessed to get to come speak to you today, getting to share my voice and move forward with helping spread positivity across the world is one of my missions in life. And today I want to talk to you today about 14 ways to improve your self-discipline. Whether you're trying to lose weight or concentrate harder at work or improve relationships or just get a healthy dose of self-discipline to improve your life overall, that's what you need most. This is a strong strategy and tips here that are going to help you when temptation arises, and that you'll be able to reach your success in the time frame that you're wanting to do. So in order to plan for success, you need to make a plan, right? You need to make a plan and get started. And the best thing to do is start on a Monday. There's a lot of statistics out there. Researchers have found that having a start date, first of all, having a start date is the most important thing. You need to have a start date set on the calendar. You need to have something that says, this is when I'm doing this. And even more so, you're going to have more success if you start on a Monday. There's so many symbolic things about a Monday. It's the start of the week. Sometimes if you're starting on the first Monday of the month, if you're going to have great success, if you have a specific time, and when society says it's the start of something like a Monday, you're more actively going to get involved and you're more actively going to stick to it because you've set your goals to start on a Monday versus any other day of the week. But if anything, you're going to have a start date. So make sure you have that. A lot of reasons why a lot of my accountability groups start on a Monday, because it's just that natural start date to a lot of things. And a lot of times my accountability groups start on the first Monday of the month. So in October, we're starting one on October 2nd. It's the first Monday of the month. It's a great time to kick off goals for October. So number 2, write down your reasons for self-discipline. Affirmations strengthen your self-control by focusing on higher values rather than immediate impulses. So if you have written down exactly what you want to achieve, exactly why you're wanting to achieve it, and you have things kind of written out or like on paper or typed up, something that you can have available to you to read, some affirmations of what it is that you want to achieve, what you're going to look like, feel like, be like when you achieve it, you're much more likely to actually get there. Being able to have that in front of you and moving forward with those thoughts continually in your mind are going to help you get to your goals faster and keep your self-discipline going. Stay the course. Number 3, visualize how you will benefit from your own efforts. Studies have shown that if your willpower lasts longer, if you motivate yourself to positive effects of your self-control. So give yourself a glimpse of the future. Visualize what it is that you want to look at. A lot of athletes and professionals in the performing arts and in athletics and those kinds of careers visualize what it's going to look like. This was something that we practice even as college athletes, visualizing the race that I was about to run. From being in the blocks, feeling that momentum, listening for the gun, exploding out of the blocks, running the race, when I was going to kick, when I was going to turn it on, speed up, those kinds of things. If you can visualize that race, you can visualize yourself winning the race, and you're much more likely to make that happen if you're visualizing how you want to look, sound, feel, be at the end of your results. And that will help fuel your willpower, because you only have so much willpower. But if you can fuel up more willpower to get you through, to motivate yourself through the hard times, you're much more likely to achieve your goals. So visualization is a powerful thing. Number 4, prepare a plan of what you'll say and do if temptation arises. There's going to be times when it's going to get hard. There are going to be times when you're going to be like, I'm done. I'm out of my comfort zone. If this is too hard, I'm not going to be able to do it. So if something like that arises, a proven technique is taken from a bunch of self-regulation strategies. As for example, if someone offers me a dessert, I'll ask for a fruit. If someone says you should try this, I have something to say. If you're I'm getting tired, your body's saying I'm getting tired, your mind is going to say one more rep, or if you, whatever. So if you have a plan of what to say when temptation arises, you're much more likely to use that technique and strategy and keep going. Find something that's going to help you continue to move forward. Number 5, combine something you want to do with something you need to do. So a published study from Management Sciences found that this forms good healthy habits by pairing together the should behavior with the want behavior. So if you are, if you're walking the dog, you may want to bring a friend along. If you are getting active in a fitness routine, going on a run, it's something you should do, bring a friend along so that you have encouragement, you have motivation. If you, there's lots of things that you could do. Pair something with the want with the should, and you'll be much more likely to succeed because you have more desire, more accountability to go forward and do those things. Number 6, hide temptation. It's hard to reach places. This is a common thing here in our house. Temptations are all around us in the kitchen, and as a mom, you spend a lot of time in the kitchen getting snacks and preparing meals and cleaning up and all those kinds of things. So if it's in the house and if I know where it is, I'm probably going to eat it. But if out of sight, out of mind, right? Tests have repeatedly shown that hiding candy from view makes it less likely to indulge in. Hiding the things, or just purely not having it in the house, is better yet. But putting it away, out of sight, out of mind, is much more likely to reach your goals, especially nutrition goals, if that's what it is. Or if you if you have other things that you are kind of addicted to, hiding the remote, moving things out of space so that you are not going to be enticed to want to indulge in them or get off track with things. So number 7, set an alarm for bedtime to get a full 8 hours of sleep. I have done this. I am a night owl by nature. I'm typically always wanting to stay up late and get up later, but I know that the best time to get things accomplished and to be of your very best is by getting up in the morning and doing things early. Research has shown that the morning is the best time to get things accomplished, not at night. And so I need to kind of move out of my natural state and get into that early morning vibe. So setting an alarm to go to bed at night is something that helps me make sure that I'm getting enough sleep so that I can get up and maximize my time early in the morning. Sleep deprivation can impair the way that your prefrontal cortex, this part up here, that like the part that makes your brain work, how the lack of sleep really prevents that from working at its best. So in order to get your brain where it needs to be, you need to self-regulate your sleep and make sure that you are taking it places that it needs to go, like to bed. Number 8, ask your friends to keep an eye out for the bad habits that you're falling into. Studies have shown that when you are better at self-control is when you have repeated reminders. So whether that's, if you don't have friends around you that are going to help you with this, it's setting alarms on your phone. It's finding a trusted friend, at least one person that's going to respectfully say, no, you shouldn't do that because of your goals. Hey, is that going to help you get there? And don't just ask them to do that and then get offended or disrespected if they're actually telling you that. Appreciate the fact that they're trying to help you get there, right? So, if temptation arises, what are you going to do then? Number 9, weigh all the options before you make a decision. If temptation is there, you need to figure out whether this is something that you really want to do or if this temptation is going to win. Psychology Today states that making an instant decision can result in poor choices. So if you need to stop and think about it. If you have working on your plan A and all of a sudden plan B arises, really think about if you're really wanting plan A or if plan B is now the direct route to take. 10, drink hot water, lemon, and tablespoon of honey. Scientists show that a fall in willpower can be tied to lower glucose levels. So if you are making snap decisions, then you're kind of going away from your willpower. I mean, a lot of this happens for example, you come home from work and you're famished and you just make a whole bunch of crappy decisions. And it's not necessarily because you're so hungry. It's because your glucose level has dropped and your body is just trying to up that. And so instead of eating something healthy like a banana or an apple, whatever, we just go great for the junk, right? And we just overload before we get to dinner, and then that's not healthy either. So make sure that you are drinking even just something small, or having a healthy snack available to you. One thing that I've tried to do is have a healthy snack, even a protein snack, available to me in the afternoon, so that I'm not so famished when I get home, that I've had that satisfaction a little bit, and I can make it through until dinner time. I'm not so tempted when I get home by whatever's in the cupboard, or whatever's right there in front of me in the fridge, that I can make it sure I'm getting to where I need to be. Getting to be in my goals. Number 11, avoid drinking alcohol. We all know that alcohol impairs our judgment. Research shows alcohol can compromise self-discipline by reducing your ability to reflect on the consequences of your actions. So going back to that one before, thinking it through, not such an easy task to do when you've been consuming alcohol. So limit that alcohol, avoid the drinking, right? It's okay in moderation, but if you're going to be working on anything towards your absolute goals, limiting that alcohol consumption is going to help you in the long run. Number 12, use visual reminders. Data shows that leaving meaningful clues around your home and on your phone or wherever remind you to stay strong. For example, a Post-it note in your bathroom mirror, or it can help you remind you of your goals. Or my mom has her way her bathroom is configured, she has a closet door across from her when she sits on the toilet. So every time she has to go pee, she's got these little reminders sitting straight in front of her. That is a great place to see those things. Other people like myself, my screensaver on my phone are a list of my goals, things that I want to achieve, things that I'm going to see all the time. In my office, right in front of me, I look up from my laptop, and right in front of me is my bulletin board, and I have goals and reminders of things right there in front of me all the time. Putting visual reminders and cues like this around your house, or even in your kitchen, or on your refrigerator, or on the snacks, things that you want to be avoiding. Is this going to serve me well? Is this a now thing or a forever thing? And number 13, surround yourself with self-disciplined people. The more support you have into reaching your goals, the better off that you're going to get there. So having that should kind of mentality with the things that you, the want things. Surrounding yourself with self-disciplined people. Research has shown that under-disciplined people wishing to improve gravitate towards people with more self-control. These people can form an effective support group. And we have what I'd like to call is effective support groups happening every single month to help people reach their nutrition, their fitness, and their mindset goals. And it's just something that you can, it's a easy group to be a part of. We run them every single month. They're just here to help you improve your health, which overall helps you improve your mindset, which improves every aspect of your life. If you're a healthy individual, you can be a helpful individual. If you're a healthy individual, you can be a happy individual. And that just goes everywhere in your life. If you're happier, you are more positive. If you're happier, you are more impactful in what you do, and that you can reach your goals regardless of what they are. And last but not least, make sure your self-discipline is for you and not for somebody else. When we put all of our eggs in a basket for somebody else, it doesn't have the right tie or the right motivation to things. Studies show that when your willpower is depleted, then you're trying to please somebody else, it's only, instead of focusing on your own good, that is less likely to actually happen, because it's not for the benefit of you. And I'm not saying that you need to always do things that are going to be a benefit of yourself. You should be serving others and moving things that way, but that can't be the only reason why you're doing something. A lot of times moms will say, I'm trying to get healthy for my kids. Heck, I've said that, but there's got to be a deeper reason. There's got to be a reason for you feeling good. There's got to be a reason for you wanting to do this, because you're the one putting in the effort. And so there's got to be a direct impact to your own goals, not just for the work of others. So the last thing, is self-discipline is a muscle that you can exercise and strengthen. It's not something that you just have. It's not something that you can just get one time and be there. It's just like the muscles of your body. You have to exercise it and strengthen it often. And using these 14 tips, these simple techniques, will help build lasting behaviors to enable you to reach your goals and hopefully build your self-discipline over time. Work on one or two. Go back and listen to this again. Figure out which one it is that you need to work on the most, how you can embed something in there. Making a small change now will impact your future greatly as you go forward. And so making a small change has that compound effect and will help you get there. So I hope today that you go back and listen to this again, figure out which one that you're going to do, comment below with which one that you want to work on, or if you want to reach out and share that with me in the give me some feedback in iTunes, hit like and subscribe to this podcast in Public House Media, and all those good things. But let me know. I'd love to connect with you and work with you on helping you increase your self-discipline, and so you can be a happier, healthier individual. Because that's one of my missions in life. The mission of my life is to help women come out of their current struggles and live a life with hope and purpose. So if that is you, if you need help with that, reach out. Let's connect. And I hope, if anything, you have just a fabulous day. Have a good one, everyone. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Please follow Public House Media on Twitter at the PH Media and on Facebook at Public House Media to stay up to date on this podcast as well as many other things happening on the network. You can leave me feedback on my show, and if you have any questions, comments, or new ideas or topics, I would love to hear them. You can also follow me on my social media account, Choose to Rise Up, at Facebook, and at KJP Meyer on Instagram. I hope you have a great day.